8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Teams are readied up, and it's game time. Connex5 here for 2K4 CTF. This is going to be MLUT Season 1, first week here. One of these matches here is going to be between Facial's team, you see on the blue team, Fro's team on red. It's going to be Hot Snakes and 7th Degree, respectively. This will be map 1 of this match. And it looks like we're not going to have any quick grabs, so we'll probably... Oh, there you go. Facial's going to go ahead and grab for blue. He's got DC all over him, though. Not going to go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the power-ups here. Fro able to take that 100 armor. Let's go see if he goes in with that and gets a quick grab off of that. Soaking up some vials. Already taking some damage from the defense. One of the keys to this map, early on it's a little bit easier, but later on in the game will be not only keeping track of when the power-up spawn, but which player on the enemy team grabs it so that you can get up there and negate it and not let them get a grab while it's relevant. And it looks like now Fusion in mid with the amp over there. They're going to be jumping up there to cover their minigun exit. Blimpo, though, is able to cut off Facial. Both of his cover jumped ahead, and none of them stuck near him. A little bit of a miscue there. Over-committing to cover on one side. Nice pickup by Blimpo. He's going to go down, though, because blue team is all in mid from that last run. And not even a minute in, we're already seeing a lot of action in mid. 100 armor will be spawning in about 10 seconds. We're going to go ahead and see who fights over this. Looks like we've got Fro, who got it last time. Blue team is more or less conceding it at this point. Looks like Corky grabbed that one, but they're going to fall back a couple people on defense. It looks like Fusion here running the flag down to 70 health. DC is going to take him out with the lightning gun. Should be seeing a grab on the blue flag. Corky's the one that grabbed the 100 armor. He's down to 4 armor, though, as their defense is just absolutely shredding the red offense there. You see Facial with the drop back there. Pretty easy to drop back to cut off flag carriers on this map because there's only a couple bottlenecks into and out of mid, and even once you're in mid, there's not that many routes to take. So again, we expect a mid-heavy map here. 100 armor against, once again, Fro waiting on this one. We saw Corky grab it last time. They may be running him and Fro alternating as the actual flag runners. I would expect you'll see Blimpo, like I say, playing more of a mid-cover type role. Meanwhile, red flag is out in mid. Fusion's got it out there, only 14 health, though. Looks like they ran out of cover there. And the math just not helping him out there. And expect a blue flag pull any minute now as that red armor came through. Here we see Fro already taken down, though. So blue team doing a good job. They haven't picked up the 100 armor yet, but they have kept track of which red players grabbed it. And they've been able to keep it under wraps, either falling back or just doing whatever they need to do to make sure it doesn't really come into play. So both flags being returned now. Fusion with a quick grab now. Gonna go out shock side. It's a slower side, but it looks like the defense is out of position. So the red defense is only gonna have to meet up with him in mid. So he takes the route that'll get him out of the base more slowly, but across mid more quickly. So it's a smart little instinctive move right there. And it sounds like Amp was taken in mid. That's going to be Blimpo with it. And it's going to be one of his biggest jobs this game. It's going to be controlling that Amp so he can be in mid and affect things both offensively and defensively. Meanwhile, though, blue able to get red flag into their base. They're in the 50. Getting locked down by all the shots coming in. Red team has time to cut in front and cut him off. See a denial in there right there. Nobody can pick up this flag. Finally, Galgor able to pick it up. Blimpo, though, sneaking away from it. Galgor's on his own stand. Really low on health, though. Someone needs to get on top of him. He's going to lose his flag. DC's going to get him down with this link gun. Not able to get the return. Gets another kill, and the return on this stand. Just a split second too long there. Couldn't get that return in time. And that one could come back to haunt them because blue team should be up 1-0 right now. Now you see red with the rebound cap. They're relaying this across the map. Blue team needs to recover quickly and catch back up here. Blimpo's going to go in his own base, gets the kill. He's going to get back on his own stand. Red team with the return, and just like that, this is flipped around totally. Red team with the cap now on the rebound. And an exciting first couple minutes so far, or first few minutes. We're not even 5 minutes into this game. We've already seen a denial and then an instant rebound cap right there. So Blue's got to be feeling pretty good about the pressure they've been able to put on. Just not able to convert that one. But now Fusion's going to be going out high. He's doing exactly what he did last time. Waiting for the defense to get out of position. Going to go out minigun side. However, he's got someone waiting for him that time. B-Bank's going to take him out. DC is on him, but he has cover. He's going to go across high. I'm not sure what the timing on the amp was. But I imagine we'll be seeing that come out soon. Blue team with the flag back in their base again. Limpo coming in with Amp though and cleaning up with DC. So that's all going to go down. Corky's going to sneak out to mid meanwhile. Blue's in position for a cutoff, but many of them are going to be low health. So let's see how that plays out. It's Corky now taking very little damage so far. Finally getting caught up to. He goes down. Fro's only 3 health going in his own base. And red team completely pushed out to mid right there, doing a good job catching blue team dropping back. And that's exactly what we saw in that cap, was the blue team was all dropped back into mid, no one putting pressure on the flag, and the red team wisely pushed up all their defense into mid to cover right in that flag door. And that's fairly fundamental to how you play this map. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad idea to drop everyone back. It can certainly function, certainly can work that way. However, that's the risk of it, is that you're putting yourself into basically a 5-on-5 team deathmatch situation. If the other team pushes their defenders up front, not only can they get back to there quickly by having the closer respawns, but if they do get through you, you have nobody in the back end to pull that flag away from the stand. So they may want to designate at least one person to constantly be up front grabbing right there instead of having everyone drop back. And sometimes that can be the danger too of having a team that's really confident in their fragging ability, is you may have 5 guys who all believe that they have the capability, and they may very well have the capability of dropping back and sort of ramboing and getting that multi-kill for that clutch return. Is sometimes you need to designate one person to be pushing through the backside and maybe do a kamikaze run just to keep the enemy flag moving and save you a little bit of time there. That we saw that happen to blue team earlier. I mean, that's exactly why they weren't able to get that cap, was because someone on red jumped in front and was able to get in front of there, even though they knew they were going to die. Meanwhile, Arc goes down, no cover on him. B-Bank's only 5 health, though. Anything's going to take him down. If anyone can hit him, there you go. Galgor able to sneak in there and grab that return. Let's watch a little bit of defense now. You got blue Poison Bagel's probably going to be playing up this 50 armor. He typically likes to play that forward roll where he pushes up a lot. I haven't seen him trans drop, which is kind of surprising, but he's definitely pushing up. He's going to be helping cover these power-ups and hoping that his team can get across that halfway point, and then he'll be able to come up and really be in play. You see him pushing all the way up to 100 armor. As red team pushes back, we saw Amp taken. That's going to be DC this time. So red defense able to push up and grab that Amp. He's going to go down with it. Blimpo now knows none of the power-ups are coming up, so he's going to go ahead or actually I think Blimpo grabbed that Amp. Okay, so Blimpo brings that Amp on offense, goes down with a nice shot from behind. Still have 2 red and blue base. They're going to get out shock side. PB with very low health isn't going to be able to get too involved here. He's going to have to try to shoot from a distance. There you go. Flagball takes him down. Flag does go back, however. Both flags back on the stand. I'm going to go back to PB for a minute. Check out some of the scores here. Not quite the halfway point of this game. Red up 2-0. Blue, however, has had red flag moving a good amount. So they have to feel confident in their ability to at least get it out in the mid. And have to think that if they can just get their timing a little bit better, that they should have a chance to come back in this game. We have seen red, though, pushing, keeping Blimpo more of a mid-roll, and between him and their offense, they've been able to keep these power-ups in their control the whole time. Blue's done a pretty good job of helping negate them by falling back or just keeping tabs on who has it and trying to take them out. However, I don't know that they've grabbed really any of the power-ups that I've seen. I think we saw Blimpo, DC grab amps so far, and Froze grab most of the 100 armors. We see another red amp run going on. I believe that would be Blimpo who grabbed that one. There he is. He's going to be going on with that. Not any armor on him, not any extra health either, but he's going to be able to distract pretty effectively if his team wants to get in and get a grab. That's exactly what happens. So now he's deathmatching blue defense, and they're going to have to decide. Actually, he's in there with his. He went ahead and grabbed. He's going to insta-give his way across mid, making a multi-kill out of this. Blue team is dropping down on him, desperately trying to cut him off, but they're all in front of, or they're all behind him. So Fro able to get a pickup here. He's going to be in his own base. He can piston to his stand right now, and once again we see no blue sneaking ahead to grab. Oh, there we go. Facial finally able to jump ahead and get that denial via grab. There's a little bit of a scrum in red base now. Facial's got some cover on him. See, nice pickup there by Fusion. That could be critical right there if they're able to get this return. He's actually got time to dance around in their base a little bit and hope to get some cover or at least someone else back on the other flag carrier. Not going to happen, though, as blue team, I don't know if they lost track of the flag carrier there, but there was nobody really waiting on that flag stand. So a little bit of miscommunication coming in for the blue team on this map. However, I believe this was Red Team's pick. So you would expect them, maybe they've practiced this, maybe they've gone over this map a little bit more specifically. We did just pick teams about a week ago. So teams haven't had that much time to really gel and even discuss the nuances of how they're going to play certain maps. And so I think early on in the season we're going to see the difference between chemistry and teams is going to be on these transition situations. Meanwhile, Arc sneaking in with 2 health. There's nobody in front of him to grab, and Blue able to pull one back real quick. So just about the halfway point of this map. Still a 2-cap game, but Blue once again feeling confident they have to be. They've been getting this flag moving fairly often. They've just been a little bit off in their timing and being able to push up or drop back. And some of these transition situations where they've been getting caught. Let's go catch some red defense here and see what it's looking like on their end. We've got DC. From what I've seen, his packet loss hasn't been an issue. It's kind of hard to really tell, though. Things like translocators dying is what you're going to be looking for. So he's trying to cut off the flag carry there, denying him that high route. Nope, he jumps right up there anyway. So he's going to have a one-on-one with Fusion, but his cover comes up there to even the odds there. Fusion now down to 5 health, hoping to catch 100 armor or some cover or get a pickup or something. Doesn't happen in mid as you see Red dropping back right there. And so we've seen both teams doing a lot of heavy dropping back once the enemy flag carrier gets into mid. This is one of those maps you can certainly do that. However, we've seen it cost Blue a couple times because Red waltzed right into their base after winning that fight, and there was nobody there for the grab. Then again, that last flag run, they seem to learn things. Oh, wait a minute! We finally see Blue take an amp here. Not sure who grabbed it or if they're still alive. Looks like they may have gone down, but definitely it looked like a Blue amp right there. So if nothing else, they should get timing on it, and now they can at least contest it. Whereas for most of the game, Red Team has kind of gotten those to Blimpo and/or DC pretty much without being fought. Red with 3 in Blue base now, pushing very aggressive offense. We've seen them do this a lot of the time. Blimpo playing more of an aggressive, sort of a mid-roll, controlling his powers, but occasionally pushing in on offense. And that's really what you need to do when you play a mid-roll. You don't just want to sit there the whole time. You need to ebb and flow with what's going on in the map. Fusion able to get this flag out again. We've seen him able to get towards the exits to mid quite often. But Red Team just doing a good job of bottling him up once he gets there. Corky now out in mid. Blue Team knows where he is now. I'm not sure if they knew how far he was yet, because they're all behind him. However, the flag is gone. He's going to fight his way into 50. He's going to get there. Only 8 health, though. He's going to need someone to get this pickup. And Blue Team facial cutting him off with their offense. Not able to get that return, though. I wonder if there's anyone covering his flag carrier. Yep, they have cover lined up, so a good job by Blue Team of switching off offense, defense, cover, and all that during this little transition situation. And they're waiting for this amp to spawn. Give it to Fusion. He's probably going to be passing this flag then, unless he wants to cover himself with it. Down by 2. It's sort of a toss-up. There's still a good amount of time left. If they can convert this cap, they'll be in good position to tie this game up still. So they may decide to use this amp as a insurance policy, basically make it a little bit harder for Red Team to get this return. As you see an amped headshot coming in there, so here's 280 damage for you. And of course, the problem you have here is, as we said, these standoffs in these bases can last a long time. With 6.5 minutes left, Blue doesn't really want this one to last too long. They definitely want to secure it, and they do everything they can to make sure that this flag makes it back to their stand. So it's not time to push up an extra person yet. However, you are going to see that amp spawning in just about 20 seconds or so, I believe. And whoever gets that is going to have a huge advantage on this flag standoff, because they can get a defender in there with amp. They can push up close, drop a couple flak balls at their feet, and get that instant return. And that could actually seal the deal here. Whoever wins this standoff is going to go a long way to dictating how this match ends, because Blue is running low on time here. They really need to win this one, and if they go down by 3, that'll be getting real close to the edge of mathematical possibility here. Fusion doing a good job staying out of the line of fire, stacking up on these vials, knowing that he doesn't need to take any direct damage. He needs to just jump around and cause enemy defenders to run in circles. Meanwhile, Blimpo completely stacked. We've seen how easy it is for that to happen in this map. I believe amp will be spawning relatively soon. I didn't catch the timing of it. And see, red flag carrier right now much more stacked than blue flag carrier. Fusion's been jumping around, has been doing a good job of trying to avoid fire. See Blimpo with a double kill with the flag. We see those vials coming down in their flag room. Fusion taking some damage though. He's going to need to pick up more of those vials. His cover might have picked those up, so now he goes down. He's got a one-on-one with B-Banks. B-Banks going to get him down. That flag's going to get returned. Blimpo's going to piss in the base, and that's pretty much going to do it right there. Not sure, blue team may have finally pushed an extra person on return at the end there and just wasn't able to get him across the map before red team came in there with two folks, jumped right in on the flag here, and able to get that up-close return. And that's what you want to do, especially on a map like this, to end prolonged standoffs, is you want to get up close to the flag carrier, get those flak and rocket splash damage shots coming out, and then you can jump onto the flag really before anyone has a chance to pick it up. So now blue team getting a little bit desperate here. They've been able to move this flag often, but they probably want to push a little bit more aggressively. They may actually push their 50 defense out, maybe up to their lightning gun even. That'll be PB's job here. He pretty much has to determine whether he wants to fall back or push up further. As you expect, the red team might play a little bit more of a mid defensive role here. Up by 3 with 4 minutes to go. Again though, blue team has had no trouble getting the red flag in their hands. They've just been, the red team's been doing a good job of cutting them off as they try to get into mid and get it across. See Blimpo falling back to his own 50 armor right there. See 3 red to 2 blue trying to get out that base. They just had the numbers there. It seems to be the case all game is both flags have been moving, but red team just is in the right place and has 1 or 2 more people than the blue team does. So meanwhile you see Corky grabbing this flag. Red's keeping the blue team honest. They know that blue's going to want to push an extra aggressive attacker. So they're actually playing 3 full offense still right now, trying to keep that flag moving. You know that blue obviously can't cap if their flag is out of base. That one's going to get returned though, but I think there was no one on their flag carrier. We're down to 3 minutes to go here. Let's go ahead and watch a little bit of red team here. You see B-Banks heading out to mid. Can expect to see a whole bunch of blue in mid trying to get these power-ups because they really need to make a run here. Looks like Facial believes the amp is up. Not sure what the timing is. Certainly see some dueling over it. And Fusion now out to mid. 100 armor or 100 health still. Gonna get across amp. He's gonna get into his base. He's in the 50 armor. He can piss into his flag stand pretty much unimpeded right now. There you see Corky able to grab that pull. That's the importance of keeping at least 1 aggressive attacker. We've seen that all game from red. It's not going to prevent the cap there, but it definitely bought his team a little bit more time and ran some more time off the clock. Because with 2 minutes left, blue now still has a chance to tie this one up, but it's going to be very difficult. They need to keep tabs in these amps and hundreds, because if they go in with 100 health apiece, you're not going to count on much happening. They've got their cover set up now. Facial's diving around, probably going to go back out and meet his cover at minigun. No, I think his cover went down, so he's going to go down to 50 armor. And blue flag, meanwhile, moving. Fro taking his time. Wisely knows there's no reason to jump right into the teeth of the blue defense out here without cover, because he really doesn't need a cap. All he really needs to do is stay alive and keep this flag moving. Taking time off the clock. Blue looks like they lost track of him, as they're going to get a grab. He's down to 16 health, though. That flag is not going to get returned. Blimpo with a nice pickup. Facial now all by himself at minigun. He's got a good amount of health, but he's got another... there we go. There's his cover coming in. So blue team able to get this flag across yet again. We may see a flag standoff situation here. I don't see anyone covering Facial though, and he's down to 2 health. There we go. He finally meets up with his team. He's going to go down though. That flag gets returned, and this will be the nail in the coffin right there. 5-2 with a minute left. So we're going to see red team win their map pick here. And keep in mind, this league is points based. Every team is going to pick 1 map each match. And at the end of the season, it's going to be ranking's going to be decided, and whatever playoffs or postseason we decide to do is going to be based on the number of total points per team. So really, if you think about this, every team is basically playing a home map and an away map, if you will. They're going to be able to pick each map on the map list once the entire season each. And so really, what it comes down to is the team that takes care of business. You have to win your own maps in this league. And we see the red team, Fro, calling them 7th degree here, going to go ahead and take care of business on their first map. So now, if you're a red team, you're going to basically be looking at seeing if you can steal away another map as blue picks theirs coming in next. But either way, red off to a good start this season, definitely winning their first home game, as it were. go ahead and get on the board as far as team points in the standings goes. And pretty decisive victory on this map. Blue was able to get that flag moving, but red team was just had a little bit better coordination.
Red team is the winner.